everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Sarah and I make beauty videos every single week. In today's video, I'm going to be covering my current concealer routine. So what I do in order to conceal these hereditary dark circles. Pretty simple. It doesn't take a whole lot of effort and or products, and the finish is just amazing. You cannot see my dark circles in the end. They don't crease because I have a lot of issues with creasing product underneath my eye. Definitely doesn't crease. So yeah, let's get started and I will show you exactly how I've been concealing my dark circles. So before I get started, I always start off by moisturizing my face, moisturizing the under eye area. I feel like for me, the products work best whenever I do moisturize because then I don't run into any kind of dryness underneath the eye and the products don't look cakey and or just dry. So what I've been using lately is the Lotus Youth Preserve Eye Cream from Fresh. Definitely love this stuff. So I just obviously just put a little bit of that underneath my eye and let it seep in before I move on to my next step. So after my under eye area is nice and moisturized and the product has seeped into my skin, I move on to color correcting. I don't always use a color corrector, but whenever I am trying to hide my dark circles to the max, when I don't want them to show whatsoever, then I definitely use a color corrector. The one that I personally love and cannot live without is my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I did at one point use an orange color corrector, but for me, I didn't really like it. Not so much because it didn't help hide my dark circles, but because it changed the color of my foundation underneath my eye. I felt like, I don't know, it always tinted it orange a little bit, and so I wasn't a really big fan of that. I tried a couple of different ones, didn't like it, and so I keep coming back to this one. Another one that I really like that's from the drugstore is the NYX color corrector, which I do sometimes use, but I definitely prefer this one out of all of the color correctors that I have tried. And so what I do is I apply this onto the under eye area using a brush. Right now I'm using a Sigma Precision round brush. I was using the angled one, but I can't seem to find it, so I'm using the round one instead. It works just as well. So I just take a little bit of that product and I apply it onto the under eye area just by patting it. I feel like when I pat it, it applies a lot more evenly than me dragging it along the under eye area. So just applying a light layer of that. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish off the other side. And I am done with color correcting underneath the eye. I really love this product because of the tackiness. Some people don't like the tackiness of the product, but I prefer it because I feel like the product actually stays in place. So after I color correct, I usually apply foundation and I avoid the under eye area. I feel like the less product that goes onto the under eye area, the better, because then it prevents it from looking cakey or creasing. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some foundation and I will be right back to conceal. Okay. So now that I am done with foundation, I can finally go on and put on some concealer. Now, my go-to, absolutely favorite, have-to-have concealer of the moment is my Tarte Shape Tape. This one I grabbed in the shade medium and it works wonders underneath the eye. I've never used any other concealer like it. It not only stays put in place all day long, but it does not crease on me. I must say that their shade range isn't the best, but if you can find your shade, definitely get your hands on this beauty right here because it's changed my makeup just life, I guess, if you will. So I'm going to go ahead and take the product and apply it in a triangle shape underneath the eye. So just applying it onto the under eye area. Like so. I did a whole review on this concealer. I'll link it down below in case you're interested. Where I show check-ins after about 4 or 5 hours or something like that. I do close-ups in case you're interested in what it looks like up close. And I will do a close-up here at the end of this as well. And I do final like end of day close-ups. So if you're interested in more information on this concealer, I do have a review just in case. Okay, so after I apply it, I simply just blend it out using my damp beauty blender. And it blends out really, really nicely, really evenly, and it just conceals pretty much everything underneath the eye area. And that is it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and blend out the other side and then move on to the next step. Okay, so that is it. Now I just simply go ahead and I set the under eye area to make sure that it's not shiny for me and make sure that it's absolutely not going to crease throughout the entire day, which it typically never does when I do this routine. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it with some RCMA No Color Loose Powder. This product is definitely one of my holy grails. It is so inexpensive and it just works so amazingly, so much better than what I was using before and for like a fraction of the cost. So I usually grab a little bit of the product with my beauty blender and then I just look up and set the under eye area completely. Done. Call it good. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom you all in so that you see exactly what it looks like under the eye to make sure that there isn't any creasing, that it doesn't look cakey, and so that you can see that my dark circles are practically gone. Okay, so this is the end result, and as you can see, there's no creasing. I don't believe that it looks cakey, and this is pretty much how it stays the entire day. So yeah. Okay, so now I have just finished off the rest of my face with some additional makeup, but I didn't do anything additionally to the under eye area, just what you all saw on camera. This will literally stay put and on me for about 8+ hours, something like that. I've never worn it for more than like, I don't know, almost 9 hours, but it doesn't crease, it conceals, and it stays put so my dark circles don't peek through midday, and it does not look cakey whatsoever. So I really hope that you all found this video helpful or useful or what have you. I'm always looking for better and different ways to conceal my dark circles. This is what I've been doing. This is what absolutely has been working for me. So I really hope that it helped you all in some way. Thank you so much for watching. As always, take care and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye.